Hey Gemini, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. We're going to be looking at love this week and sort of what's coming up next for you guys in love. So, as we do sort of know that when we are looking into love energy, sometimes we do have past energy coming up. So we'll sort of see how we go and see what's coming up for you in the near future. So, I do sort of like to limit timeframes to around a month, but I do actually have my personal sort of clarification deck here that does have timeframes included. So we'll have a look at that as well. So it may help give us some more definitive timeframes for what we're looking at today. Now, just let everyone know, if you would leave a comment, you will go in the draw for a free personal reading. I'll be drawing that when we hit 100 subscribers. So make sure you subscribe as well. Keep updated. And we are a very small channel. So every single like and comment and subscribe really does mean the world to me. I super appreciate it. Okay. But we'll get sort of started for you there today. I am using the Paper Oracle Lenormand deck today, but I'm going to, I do have two of the Love Oracle decks with me here. I've got the Lovers Oracle, but I think we might start with the Island Time Wellness Love Oracle cards there and sort of see what wants to come through. So Gemini, what's coming up for Gemini in love? What's coming up for Gemini in love, please? Okay, two separate energies coming through there. We do have the talking card coming out. So, interested, conversing more, awaited message arrives, text, call, email, hoovering. So some sort of contact coming through in the near future for you there, Gemini. So we'll see what that's all about. But I do also have this not today energy coming through as well. So that's not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, call or person, boundaries, and still angry. Okay, so we do see on one hand we are seeing that communication, that potential phone call, and then on the other hand we are seeing that being avoided. So I do feel as though there may be someone trying to reach out to you, Gemini, and you may actually be the one trying to avoid that communication. So I feel as though that may be in relation to a past person, but we'll see what wants to come out there. What's coming up next for Gemini in love, please? What's coming up next for Gemini in love? Near future energy, please. Okay, so I am kind of seeing a little bit of that energy reflected there. First and foremost, we do have the hourglass coming through. So that really does talk about divine timing. So, and I will sort of, when it comes to that not today card, I feel as though there may be some energy coming from you, Gemini, where you're just not quite ready to even think about, love at the moment. So, like I said, we will get a little bit deeper into it there. But the divine timing card, it really does talk about things happening when they are supposed to, not pushing the not pushing it and not delaying it either. So just sort of allowing things to flow. Okay. We do also have the clouds energy, which is followed by the anchor. Okay, so I do feel as though this anchor energy is probably you, Gemini, feeling a little bit weighed down at the moment, a little bit stuck when it comes to issues of love. Okay, so I am really getting that same sort of vibe as that not today oracle that we saw there. So I feel as though that's probably you, wanting that divine timing, wanting that to come through, but just not quite ready for that to come on through in reality as of yet. With that anchor card, there's still some things that are weighing you down. So I feel as though you're probably dealing with some some past hurt, that kind of thing, especially with this clouds card there as well. That really does talk about your thoughts and being quite heavy in your thoughts, overthinking things, and, even a little bit of anxiety when it comes to love, so you could actually, you could be telling yourself that you're ready, but in reality, that you're kind of not quite ready just as of yet. I think that if something were to sort of pop up at you, Gemini, that you may actually, it may just sort of, you might be going a bit like, back off, because you just sort of still dealing with a few things. I feel you're just a bit weighed down by that past energy coming through there. But then I do have that cross energy coming through. So that's actually quite similar to the divine timing card. That does really talk about, having faith, having trust that these things will happen in divine timing. They will happen when they're supposed to. So I'm just sort of seeing a bit of a delay, in the very near future for you there, Gemini. So maybe nothing happening, immediately soon, but we definitely may be seeing some different energy there. So we'll sort of ask a little bit more about if that's what's coming up for Gemini in love in the near future, that's what's going on for Gemini. What love energy is around Gemini, coming towards Gemini? So see if we can see a little bit about, anyone that is sort of wanting to come and communicate with you. We did see that talking card coming through. Love energy headed towards Gemini, please. Okay, and I might just want to grab a couple of extra here for how does Gemini need to deal with matters of love at this time? Advice for Gemini when it comes to love, please. Okay, so what we're sort of seeing, the energy coming towards you there, we definitely are seeing someone wanting to communicate with you. There is the letter there, so there may be some sort of incoming communication, definitely some sort of incoming communication. Someone trying to talk to you, they're wanting to converse with you, get to know you a little bit more with both the talking and the letter there. The letter really does talk about communication in all forms, talking online, all those sorts of things. I am once again just getting that vibe that, Gemini themselves maybe not 100% ready for that. But, if we're just taking things slowly and allowing things to just flow rather than, like I said, with that divine timing, don't push it, but don't push it away either. So there's definitely the opportunity to communicate there with people, even if you're not, interested in outright, love or connections at this time, talking to people, just friends and support network of yours, it's probably going to actually help you heal from whatever it is that you've been healing from, Gemini. We are also seeing the magic, the cauldron energy coming through. So to me, that's like the magic card. There's magic in the air. So I feel as though, opening up and talking to people a little bit more may actually really help stir that up within you and actually help you become ready for the next phase when it comes to love. Like I said, there's magic in the air. It's like brewing that potion, trying to get all the parts right first before we sort of mix it all together. So I feel like you're in that stage at the moment where you're just sort of, adding a little bit of conversation in here, doing a little bit of healing over here, adding it all in together, and then things will slowly come together, how they are supposed to, and there will be that sense of magic coming in for you there. I feel as though, the more that you talk to your support networks, the more that you talk to just people in general, even when you're just out and about, having a bit of a chat with, the cashier and those sorts of things, I feel it's really actually in your benefit at the moment, and it's going to help you start that healing process within yourself and sort of really find, it's that thing where you sometimes answers come in the most unexpected forms. Okay, so if there is answers when it comes to, this overthinking, this stuck kind of behavior that you're well, not behavior, but that it's kind of just a bit of a stuck energy at the moment, things that have weighed you down, things that have happened in the past that you're overthinking. You may have some external factors going on as well with those energies, just general sort of anxiety about other things. Even, it may not even be, love might not even be the number one sort of thing on your brain at all at the moment. I really feel as though it's probably not. So just sort of opening up to to whoever's around you. Doesn't sort of matter who, but it's just going to sort of help you more than anything there. Okay. And then we do have that child energy coming through as well. So you can kind of see in this one, it is, that egg in the nest there. So it really does. It's what I'm sort of getting with that is that, we're going to go into this period of, getting all the little bits and pieces all gathered up for your potion, and then then you'll be able to actually allow your egg to start hatching. Okay, so when we're looking at that egg imagery, that's sort of looking at any new beginnings that you might be wanting, but it's a matter of getting all the ingredients correct before we even worry about trying to hatch any new energy into our nest. So the child energy really just does show you that there is potential for new beginnings around you with that energy. It's just a matter of getting. It's like that. I keep wanting to say getting all your getting all your eggs in the basket before you actually start heating them up and hatching them. So it's kind of just that vibe. It's like just preparing for when it does inevitably start rolling for you when it comes to love. Okay, I just feel as though we're in just a bit of a lull period at the moment, Gemini. And then we are sort of seeing here with your advice, we do have the coffin and then the ship. Okay, so the coffin really does talk about, ending things, needing to end certain cycles within yourself before we do sort of move on to the next journey. Okay, so this is just sort of confirming exactly where we are, needing to end out this energy that you're in, needing to close off any old cycles that are no longer serving you, dealing with things that have happened in the past that have ended, and then we will be ready to sort of set sail into that new adventure. Okay. There may be some sort of travel coming up for you as well that, I do find sometimes with that ship card, it does relate to, physical travel or somebody that may be at a distance to you. So, we might be sort of seeing that occurring for you in the next sort of month. You might be sort of looking at starting to travel, or I kind of feel that for you, Gemini, it's probably more about expanding your horizons. So getting all your eggs in order now, and then you will be able to sort of, once you've sort of closed off anything that's not serving you, worked out exactly what it is that you need to end with the way that you're approaching love, and then sort of you're really going to be able to sort of move forward into that next journey, and expand your horizons on what it even is that you are looking for. So I feel as though we're just feeling just like it, not today, not quite your day, your energy. Obviously energy can change at any given moment. So even next week it might be totally different, and you may everyone's in their own journey when it comes to these energies. So it can change quite rapidly as well. But that's what we're getting for you today. But I'll grab some of the Lovers Oracle for us there. The next connection coming in for Gemini, please. The next connection coming in for Gemini, please. Okay, so we do have this one that does say romance, Cupid's arrow strikes. Okay, so I do get the feeling that the next relationship or connection that you are in, it's going to be very romantic and loving. And with the Cupid's arrow strikes, I feel like it's just going to come out of nowhere, and you're not even going to realize, like it's just going to be unexpected. I feel when it does sort of occur, you may not even realize that you've gotten through this energy, and then all of a sudden, bang, somebody comes in for you there. But we'll grab a couple of these cards here. These are just my own deck I've made up, just with initials, month, and star signs as well as timing. So we'll see what wants to come through for Gemini with love. Gemini and love, please. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of confirming for us there, that yeah, it's not sort of like I said, in the near future we are just sort of dealing with some energy that's sort of, a little bit stagnant at the moment. Working on ourselves, taking priority with other aspects of our life other than love at the moment. We are seeing the 3 to 6 month card coming through. Okay, so give yourself some time. Make sure you prioritizing what you need to prioritize at the moment. And if that's not love, that's perfectly fine. Okay. We are also seeing Pisces and Aquarius have come through. Okay. So your next important connection may be somebody on the cusp of Aquarius and Pisces. That's like the February, I believe, is the cusp period for those there, the end of February. Or Pisces Aquarius season may have been important. You may have met someone and you are just sort of, that maybe that's what we're dealing with, something that happened back in, the end of February there. It may be important with something that we are still needing to heal a little bit from, because sometimes the things that we do need to heal from, we're not even aware of. You know what I mean? So sometimes we just need to stop and think about, hang on, did I actually deal with that or not? We are also seeing the letter J coming through for you as well. Okay, so the letter J may end up being important, when it does come to your next connection there, Gemini. So, um, 3 to 6 months though. It might be a little while before we're sort of moving into that new phase for you there, Gemini. But I do love readings pretty regularly, so keep an eye on the next ones. If that doesn't resonate for you, feel free to check your other placements. The way that I read, I do find people's moon signs do connect pretty strongly as well. But if that's where we leave each other, thank you so much for your time. Don't forget to leave a comment so you can go in the draw for that free personal. But otherwise, I'll see you all again soon. Thank you.